What is up, guys? Welcome to the vlog. My name is Corey Zimmerman. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Right now we are driving down the freeway in Phoenix, Arizona, and we are on the 101 headed to our new gym. I can't disclose the location just yet, but it is right off of the 101 somewhere, I can tell you that. And we're heading there right now, I can tell you that. But I can also tell you that this video is about the side effects of bodybuilding, all right? Because bodybuilding has this whole world of glamour and how it's like, you know, you can end up doing modeling and you can get a lot of things from it that may seem like great things on the outside, but when push comes to shove, there's also a ton of negatives that come along with bodybuilding. Bottom line is that today is going to be a really good day, and I'm excited to take you along with us. Let's go to the new gym.
Whoa!
Look at that white monster. Pit stop. We got another medium hoodie in there. The website has sold 2 hoodies now. It's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
That gray sits nice. So if you haven't already caught on, we're painting today. It's not necessarily a jet black, but it's also not necessarily like a deep ocean blue. It's kind of like right in between. Is Leo back there still? Oh, sorry, I thought I already got you.
Hi.
Woo!
Right now,
Boys,
Saudi. Put on a mask, and then the paint too. What's up?
What's up?
You got it all in your head. You guys have been working.
I've been here
Holy
since 8, yeah.
shit.
Doing that, we're just gonna go with the sticks, and then we have to let it dry, so we'll probably all have to get out of here, right?
I don't know.
Does that make sense to you?
They're
I
letting
feel
it
like
dry
we're not
and
gonna be chilling over here.
Cause there's gonna be two or three layers or something like that. So
Yeah, 2 layers.
after this one, I guess we're gonna go. Boom,
That's
boom,
the
boom.
first layer, yeah.
Yeah.
But we didn't get all the way around. Like, I feel like there's still a lot to paint.
Yeah, there's still.
Oh, okay.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow.
She'll give you a clap.
We can't miss out.
It's like, now let me fix it. $25 value, bro.
Now looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what we waited for.
I love this song.
Chest over, Pablo.
You're playing a grandpa, man. You better kick his ass.
You're not gonna get me down, I can tell you that.
Come on, Pablo.
You're gonna cramp.
Come on, Pablo.
He's like doing the twisting to get
Yeah, it's like being your wrist in.
Whatever I have to do, Pablo.
I've done strength because he's twisting the arm.
Well, I don't have to twist your arm, Pablo.
It's all mind games, bro.
Finish him, Gus.
Mind over matter.
Yes!
Mind over matter.
It's done.
He did.
I just finished up another day's work at the new gym. Everyone, whoops, sorry. Everyone putting some serious hours. Lexington on the paint job.
Guys.
J-Bone as always. How you feeling, man?
Great.
Good?
Yeah, really good.
Good. How we doing, Jet?
I'm tired.
Tired? Me too, man. We took injuries.
Two?
Wait.
2 and 1?
Yeah, 2 on the same day. 1 on the first day, but we're trekking along, man. And see you at the workout. All right, guys, it is the next day, and it is July 4th. And while we were painting, I managed to stab myself with a utility knife. I managed to take a fan to the side of the arm while I was up on that ceiling. But it was really the utility knife to the knee. Can't see that one, but it got me pretty deep. Oh well. I feel like every single time I do anything that has anything to do with construction, I get hurt. Like when I was 18 and I worked concrete services, I swear every day I had some new injury or something. But today we're getting an arm day, and since it is July 4th, we're not going to go to our regular gym. We instead are going to use our apartment gym where we live, which we're fortunate enough to have an apartment gym. Right, Little Bubs?
Yeah, most have, I feel like now, but they suck. It's like 1 treadmill and some dumbbells.
But it's also a really good example for me to show you guys that even on days like holidays and July 4th and Christmas and all that stuff, when most gyms are closed and you can't really get like a normal workout in, you can still get a mean, nasty pump. And what better way to prove it than an arm day? Alright, what's up guys? So still 4th of July. There's actually a ton of people out here at the pool. But it's a really nice night. There's a super nice sunset that I'll show you to end the video. But right now it's just me and little Noonie kicking it. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July, first of all. Second of all, let's talk about competing and physique competition and all of like the negative side effects that come along with competing. Because there's a lot of glamour and a lot of like cool things shown about it, like even me, myself, with all the videos and the way that I make the videos and all the edits that I put into them and the motivational speeches and like all the hard work that goes into it is very glamorized, especially post-show, and people kind of like telling you like, wow, you did it, and that part's cool, and I did get a lot of that, and I appreciate my 1%er family, again, shout out to all of them. But it's after the show and like when the doors are closed that, I mean, not even just after, even during and after, and a lot of the things that, but the point I'm trying to make is that it's when the doors are closed and the things that you don't see that are the real negatives to like bodybuilding, or if you were to try physique or whatever else. For me, a lot of the negatives during the cut had a lot more to do with like emotional control than anything else. I've noticed that I've done this twice now, to the point where I'm like cutting down to like less than 8% body fat or less than 7% body fat, and both times that I've done it, I lack emotional control a lot. And the first time I cut, though, I felt like I bounced back on the emotional control really, really fast. But this time when I cut, I feel like it took me like 4 weeks post-show before I started to feel like a little more in control of my emotions and not having like rapid successions of like sadness or rapid successions of like even like anger and things like that. There's a lot of hormones that get mixed up when you're doing shows, and like when you're not eating a lot, your ghrelins firing too much, and that tends to affect your mood, and especially like anger and things like that. And so one of the biggest negatives that I want to talk about is the fact that your emotions can get the best of you when you compete. When emotions get the best of you and you're responding out of emotion, you make a lot of mistakes, and you do a lot of things that you probably wouldn't normally do if you were in your right state of mind. So that would be my first side effect. And that's something that you may see that you'll have to deal with, is the lack of emotional control. One of the other main side effects that I faced was the fact that I couldn't get myself back to normal after the show, like normal body weight. Even right now, guys, I'm still only 160 pounds, and my stage weight was 150, but my walk-around weight is probably 165, 170, and it's been well over 6 weeks. It's probably been 7 weeks now, or maybe even 8 weeks since my show, and I'm still just now starting to gain weight again. Like, I think today was the first time I saw the scale above 161 with like no shoes on and stuff like that. So not only did it like affect my weight during the cut, it also affected me for 2 months post-show, to the point where I thought I was going to have to go to a doctor and be like, hey, can you guys prescribe me something for appetite? I just feel like my stomach is this big, and every time I try to eat, I get full after 3 bites, and my body just really didn't bounce back as fast as I thought it would this time. Maybe it's because I'm getting older, maybe it's because it was a more severe cut, I don't know, but I can tell you that if you want to compete, that is definitely something you have to consider. There are tons and tons of athletes, especially bodybuilding athletes, who develop eating disorders. And so just know that if you're going to go into this world, that is very much a possibility, and that is something you need to consider and something you need to be aware of, so that if it starts to develop, you can combat it, or you can fix it, or whatever, however you want to put that. I don't want to say the lack of understanding, but I guess that's truly what it comes down to, is the lack of understanding from like other people who have put who put their bodies through something like this, because I think most people haven't, and until you have, you can't really relate to that. So one of the biggest side effects, I would say, is that having nobody who has that in common with you. Like if you're, so I would say one way that would have been nice to combat this is to have somebody competing with you, but I don't think that that's very realistic. I think it's one in very few people who even want to compete in the first place. And so for you to have a buddy like that who's doing it with you, you're very fortunate. If you don't have a buddy like that doing it with you, just know that you're not alone. Reach out on YouTube. Find people like myself. I would love anybody who watches this video who might be going into a competition, or especially like their first or whatever else, message me right now, because I promise you I'll respond. I didn't have any of that going into my show, and so I would like to be that for somebody else. If you need tips, hints, whatever else, feel free to email me or anything like that. I'll even put my email right here. Here's my email for you guys if you want to email me any questions or anything like that. But yeah, here to help in any way that I can. Those are my 3 biggest negative side effects. There's a lot more to it with bodybuilding. Like, I know people who have had erectile dysfunction. I know people who have had semen reduction, and like a lot of different things from cutting their body weight too much or taking steroids or something like that. And don't go down. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you're someone who wants to compete, because I know people who are kind of on that brink of like thinking they might want to compete, or like deciding whether they won't or whatever, and if you're someone who is on that brink, just take into account how many negatives there are with the positives. Because I especially feel like in my life over the last 6 months, a lot of people have seen the glamour side of it and the cool parts that come with it, but the part that you don't get to see is all the negatives and all the other things that I've had to deal with secretly or whatever else. And so just consider that if you do end up deciding to compete. If you don't, I would say the biggest thing is to make sure that you're happy. Competition is not for everyone. So from me and Little Noonie, thank you so much for watching. Anything else? Fuck, I'm kind of messing up this outro. I'm kind of forgetting what I need to say.
Follow him on Instagram at CoreyJakeZ. New videos coming every single week. Subscribe
Maybe 2 a week
right
from now.
here. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. We'll see you in the next one.
She really is a pro at the outros. Peace!